Well, did you know that a single Ethereum transaction can consume as much power as a typical American home consumes in more than a week? But fortunately, in the most significant blockchain upgrade in history, the Ethereum network, which hosts 74% of all decentralized applications, is switching from a proof-of-work consensus mechanism to a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism to confirm transaction blocks, which it claims uses 99% less energy and allows the network to scale and potentially achieve 100,000 transactions per second. This procedure is being referred to as the merge. But what do experts say about the Ethereum merge? What should we expect? And when do you think it will happen? Hello and welcome back to Crypto Cash channel. Do you know of the merge? What do you think it will hold for the future of Ethereum? In today's video, we'll look at the big change for Ethereum. But first, before we go on, a sub to the channel would be very much appreciated. Comment, share the video, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up for the video. So, let's get into it. It was in a white paper, authored by Vitalik Buterin in 2013, that he laid out his vision for Ethereum, which he described as a next-generation smart contract and decentralized application platform. The proof-of-work consensus technique was used when Ethereum was originally launched. However, the objective was always been for the network to grow into a proof-of-stake network, which is more energy efficient. Hence, since 2015, the Ethereum community did work tirelessly to develop a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism that would provide the necessary security and efficiency. The community considered concepts such as Slasher and consensus by bet before settling on Casper the Friendly Finality gadget as the best solution in 2017. And now, at that time, the focus switched to the transition. But how can a community upgrade the heart of a decentralized network while it is still operating in an optimal state? Well, the solution lay in a network of beacons. The beacon chain is a consensus-based network that is decentralized and based on proof of stake. While it is coexisting with the current Ethereum mainnet, the consensus layer of the current Ethereum mainnet is still based on proof of work. In order to prevent the POS chain from interfering with Ethereum's POW network, a ready-to-ship solution that does not jeopardize Ethereum's POW network was developed. And as of November 2020, a one-way bridge was constructed from the POW network to the POS network, and the beacon chain was then operational, ready for action, and safeguarded by millions of dollars in Ether in escrow. Since its launch in December 2020, the beacon chain has been a perfect success, having completed all of its epochs with no downtime. However, despite the beacon chain's creative solution to the challenge of transferring Ethereum's consensus process to it, the Ethereum network was not to remain divided for an infinite period of time. And in order to complete the transition from the POW network to the POS network, Ethereum's history on the POW network was to be preserved while the POS consensus layer is brought in as a substitute for POW. This will be done through the use of a procedure known as the merge. As soon as this is completed, the Ethereum POW consensus layer will be decommissioned, and the new POS consensus layer will be utilized to obtain consensus on all future blocks on the Ethereum blockchain. However, the merge will have no effect on the data layer of the Ethereum network, which means that no transactions will be lost as a result of this change. Instead of a new Ethereum version, an interesting enhancement to the consensus layer is being introduced, which will put Ethereum back in line with its original aim. So, what exactly is proof of stake, and how does it operate in practice? Proof of stake was first discussed on Bitcoin Talk on July 11, 2011, and it has grown since in popularity to become one of the most popular solutions. According to the white paper that introduced Ethereum to the world in 2013, it was intended to provide a means of securing the distributed ledger technology. However, as Buterin pointed out in 2014, developing such a system was so complicated that some people feel it was impossible to do. Ethereum originated with a proof-of-work mechanism, rather than a proof-of-stake method, as its primary mechanism. Proof-of-stake eliminates the need for miners, who are instead replaced by validators under the proof-of-stake concept. Hence, rather than investing in energy-intensive computer farms, you might consider investing in the native currency of the system. As a validator, you must enter your tokens in a smart contract, which is an executable piece of computer code that runs on the blockchain in order to be eligible for the block rewards. In the case of smart contracts, when you deposit Bitcoin into their wallet address, the transaction is treated as if you were depositing Bitcoin into a bank vault. To become a validator in Ethereum's proof-of-stake system, you must first stake 32 Ether on the blockchain. But even if you don't have that much spare change, which is something that not many people have, you can participate in a staking service in which everyone serves as a validator at the same time. Based on the amount of money that validators have locked up, an algorithm selects validators from a pool of candidates. The amount of Ether you receive will depend on whether or not your block is authorized and accepted by a committee of attesters, which is a group of validators picked at random by an algorithm. One of the numerous advantages that Ethereum's proponents say that a proof of stake has over proof of work is the economic incentive it gives to adhere to rules rather than breaking them. For nodes that invalidate faulty transactions or blocks will be slashed, which means their whole Ether will be burned, resulting in the loss of all funds on the node. In addition, when coins are burned, they are transferred to a non-usable wallet address where no one has access to the key, thereby rendering them useless for the remainder of their existence. Some claim that the proof of stake is more secure than proof of work since it is more difficult to falsify. To bring down a proof of work chain, more than 50% of the network CPU capacity must be used to do so. When it comes to proof of stake, on the other hand, you must hold more than half of all the coins in the system in order to be eligible to participate. So this makes it difficult but not insurmountable. Already, the Beacon chain, which began operations on December 1st, 2020, is putting the Ethereum blockchain's proof of stake technology through its paces. The amount of Ethereum stakes now stands at 9.5 million, and this chain will eventually be integrated with the main Ethereum chain in the following months. Immediately following the merger of the blockchains, Ethereum will implement Sharding, which will divide the single Ethereum blockchain into 64 independent chains, each of which will be controlled by the Beacon chain. Shard chains will allow for parallel processing, which will help the network to develop and accommodate additional users. Although shard chains are projected to be implemented by 2023, many believe that this will mark the official conclusion of the Ethereum 2.0 upgrade. Once rollups are enabled, transactions will be completed off-chain and returned to the Ethereum main network at a quicker pace, allowing for more transactions to be processed per second. There are, of course, certain drawbacks to all of this as well. Proof of stake in Ethereum is a massive undertaking. The Ethereum blockchain is home to thousands of smart contracts, each of which has the potential to risk billions of dollars in assets. While staking is not as environmentally destructive as putting computers in warehouses, some believe that proof of stake is no more effective than proof of work in terms of guaranteeing decentralization. Those that invest the most money into wager are the ones who reap the biggest benefits from their wager. Proof of stake systems, on the other hand, have not been validated on the same scale as proof of work systems, and this is a problem. And despite the fact that Bitcoin has been in existence for more than a decade, proof of stake is employed by a few other blockchains, including Algorand, Cardano, and Tezos, and these are relatively tiny projects when compared to Ethereum network. As a result, if the new system is extensively implemented, it is possible that other vulnerabilities may be discovered. Another source of concern is the possibility that a group of enraged miners would opt to build a competing chain as Ethereum transitions to its new protocol. It will be possible to duplicate smart contracts, currencies, and NFTs that are already functioning on a forked or cloned chain. An incident comparable to this occurred in 2016, when Ethereum programmers rolled back the blockchain in order to eradicate a massive attack. As a consequence, some members of the Ethereum community became so outraged that they continued to mine the old chain, resulting in the creation of two Ethereums, Ethereum Classic and Ethereum that we know today. If this happens again, the value of Ethereum's coin on the open market will determine the success and mining power of the cryptocurrency. However, Ethereum must convert from proof of work to proof of stake in order to avoid compounding the environmental damage created by Bitcoin. So, what is the new system's capacity to produce proof of stake in terms of monetary value? What level of decentralization might be expected? And the absence of decentralization on public blockchains, what's the point of requiring proof? You end up putting in all of that effort and large amounts of energy or staking all of those coins for no other purpose than to keep the illusion alive, which is a frustrating situation. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. What do you think of Ethereum's adoption of the proof of stake system? Will it be a big step forward or a big step to the unknown? Comment below. Let's engage. Also, if you're interested in more videos like this in the cryptocurrency world, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos.